Our next speaker is a Democratic candidate for Superintendent of Public Instruction and has a background in research at the University of Arizona. Ladies and gentlemen, Kathy Hoffman.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Kathy Hoffman, and I am your candidate for Superintendent of Public Instruction. I am a public school teacher and speech therapist in the Peoria School District. I use research and data every day in the schools to drive the decisions that I make that directly affect the lives of our children. As superintendent, I would also use research and data to make decisions about what curriculum we should use to develop curriculum and to also measure the effectiveness of this curriculum in our schools. As a person in the special education field, I know that the best way to teach our kids is by using research. And thankfully, over the past 50 years, there has been a surge in research that can guide the decisions to help these students. So for example, I have worked with a student named Matt, and Matt is diagnosed with autism. Matt does not know how to be socially appropriate. For example, he does not know how to ask his friends how their weekend was. But Matt is a very bright boy. He always scores the highest test scores on his math exams, but he struggles socially and also has behaviors in the classroom. With research-based curriculum, I have taught Matt how to ask his friends about their weekends, how to ask what their hobbies are, and have taught him to be successful in his friendships at school. I have also collaborated with the behavior specialist and his classroom teacher to implement a positive reinforcement system to improve his behaviors, because we know from research that punishment does not help with these behaviors. With these supports, Matt has developed many friendships at school and is being more successful, and someday this will be important for Matt because I imagine he might want to date somebody. I have also worked with students like Gabriella. Gabriella only speaks Spanish at home. When I first met Gabriella, she was in kindergarten, and her teachers were concerned because she was not pronouncing all of her words correctly. Gabriella could not yet say the sounds sh or ja, and because of this, she would say dump for jump and sue for shoe. So Gabriella's teachers were concerned about her articulation errors and asked me if I could test her to see if she would qualify for speech therapy within the special education system. But because of my research at the University of Arizona, I knew that Spanish and English have different patterns. And I knew that these sounds, the sh and ja, do not exist in the Spanish language. So I knew that it was not appropriate to test Gabriella for special education at that time. And students like Gabriella are at risk for misdiagnosis. I took my research to a national conference in Atlanta, Georgia, to make sure that other educators and speech therapists were aware of these language differences and to make sure that our students were not misdiagnosed and misplaced in the special education program. We need to make sure that our students are successful in school by using this type of research and data. Research and data should drive all of our decisions in the schools, and it would also drive all of my decisions as superintendent of public instruction. We need to continue to fund and apply science in the schools to make sure that our students are successful at every level. With this, we will build stronger communities, and I strongly believe that Arizona's future starts in our schools. Again, my name is Kathy Hoffman. I'm running for Superintendent of Public Instruction. You can learn more about my campaign, and please join me by looking me up on Facebook, going to my website, www.electkathyhoffman.com. I spell my name Kathy with a K. And I really appreciate all your support. Together we can change Arizona's education system for the better. Thank you.